Okay. It's Twitch set up. Go, 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 go. Oh, I've lost me. Right. Okay, we're streaming. Playing something a bit different tonight. I'm playing some Elite Dangerous. I'm probably quite bad at this game. The only reason I haven't really blown up very much is because I always play very safely. I don't really know what I'm doing. I mean, I've got a couple of 100 hours in the game, and my ship isn't an awful piece of rubbish. It generally holds its own. But even so, I feel I could be a lot more accomplished. Where's my ratings and stuff? So there we go. 65% expert combat. Ha ha ha! That's mainly spending my time driving around in the belts of gas giants and blowing pirates up. Bit of explorer. I'm friendly with some people and things like that. Yeah, there's my setup kind of thing. Probably absolutely appalling by anyone's standards, but it works for me. At the moment, just to make my ship even more worthless, I'm doing some taxi service missions. Yeah. Oh my god. The interface on this game is pretty horrible, let's face it. Half the time you're not actually trying to play the game, half the time you're trying to work out what the blue blazes is going on. And I have to say, I started doing my first sort of taxi mission style thing. Whoops. And I'll give you a brief recap. Guy tells me that I've got to take him to some tourist place. Okay, so I take him there. Nothing happens when we get there. A mission doesn't update or anything like that. So I spend half an hour bimbling around on the internet looking to see what the problem is, and I'm told that I have to have a particular type of scanner because I'm at a planet, so I need a planetary scanner. And I had all three of the scanners that you need for doing most things: the advanced scanner and planetary scanner and some cargo scanner type thing. Well, I'd taken them off to put in the bits that you need to do taxi service with, like the actual the actual cabins and stuff like that. So I had to go off and find some of those, bring them back, took them to the planet again. Still didn't get an update. I'm getting really perplexed now by what's meant to be going on. Then I noticed that the planet I've been told to go to isn't the actual place that the guy wanted to go to. He'd actually lied to me. In fact, and where he wanted me to go to was this little beacon. So I went to the beacon. It said, "Oh yeah, this is a tourist site kind of thing." Went there. Still nothing happened. Go off and buy another scanner that's supposed to help me with this thing. Got the scanner on. On my way back to the planet, he suddenly pops up that he wants some kind of, I don't know what you call it. He wants an evacuation shelter, whatever that is. Okay, so I spend another 30 minutes looking for somewhere that sells these evacuation shelters, gets one of those for him, gives it to him, goes back to the planet again. Finally scan the planet, get another update. He says he wants to go somewhere else temporarily. And then we come back to the planet again. So this is probably about 3 hours into the mission. It's only worth like 1 million credits or something, so I'm not going to get a lot out of it, and I probably would have been better off if I'd have stayed at a planet, to be honest with you, and just shot pirates all day long. So anyway, we go back to the original destination that he asked for. And I go and have a look on the internet to try and work out what the hell's going wrong with my mission. Turns out that when you get to the tourist point of view, which I was never told to go to directly, I was told to go to all sorts of other places.
Landing coupler engaged. Clear for departure.
Is that too loud? It might be. So I finally, though he's telling me to go to the planet, he actually wanted me to go to this tourist spot. So I finally go there, and still doesn't update the mission. So I have a look on the internet, a bit more searching. Someone says, don't target the waypoint that you actually use to get to the tourist thing. You've got to find a little grey mark. In fact, you can see one on the bottom of the map at the moment. That isn't the basically target that and scan that instead. So finally,
Clear of the port. FFC out.
Finally managed to get the mission to update, and then he wants me to go to another planet and have a look at that in a different system. That wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. That one I didn't want to kill kittens after. But yeah, half the time I feel I'm just fighting the interface to try and get stuff to happen, rather than actually trying to play the game. It's odd, but there we go. Align with destination. Where's the destination? I have no idea where oh yeah, so anyway, I managed to get that working. I thought, now I've invested in all the special scanners and the special equipment, what I'll do is I'm going to update my ship, get a bigger passenger bay, because this doesn't pay too bad and it's not too risky, and I'm going to run some more of these passenger missions. Now, I don't know how interesting this is going to be, because frankly 99% of Elite is really just hanging around. Like, for instance, I've got to hang around here whilst I pick up some fuel and stuff. Oh, it looks beautiful, and it's definitely a better game than the old 1980 full version, but even so, it's very much an acquired taste. I can understand if people don't really want to see it. But anyway, so I'm going to pick up some bigger passenger quarters now, so I can carry more of these feisty idiots that tell me to go to places that don't quite give me the complete information that I need. Unfortunately, if you have played Elite Dangerous and you're any good at it, you are going to be ripping your hair out if you're watching this, because I cannot ever land on top of a planet using the super cruise or whatever we're doing right now. I always shoot past the damn things. So I hope you enjoy my ineptitude. I'll probably even smack into the space station just for lols, really. But yeah, that's my excuse. I'm bad. So one thing you will notice, I do use the auto docking computer. If you don't like it, tough, really. I've got better things to do than spend like 5 minutes each time I want to dock, shambling around outside the stations. I was just reading the cruise ship thing there, sorry, at the top left hand corner. Yeah, so I'm bad at docking. I hit stuff. I've been shot many times because I took too long getting in, getting out, or anything like that. So you'll have to put up with my noobishness of using an auto docking computer. But hey, at least you won't have to wait 30 minutes for me to make each docking sequence. And it's going to be bad enough that I can't even. I mean, I'm supposed to keep my speed marker at the bottom of the screen. There's that little thing waving up and down. That's my throttle. Supposedly, if you keep it on the blue markers, like you're supposed to be doing the right speed. Never works for me. I'm always going way too fast. And the thing is, by the time it warns you to like slow down, you're going too fast. You're already going to overshoot by miles and miles. So I call it gravity braking. Yeah, because like I slew past whatever I was aiming for, spin around, and hopefully that's going to slow me down enough to actually land on target. Or if you believe that, you'll believe anything. Anyway, it looks like I'm really going to try. I am going to try quite hard and actually make sure that I land on the dime and not go flying past the spaceship, the space station. But here's the one I'm aiming for, Kaleri. That hopefully sells me some economy passenger quarters, because I want to pack them in. I thought that the most sort of like logical idea would be to go for the best quarters you could go for, and then sort of like anyone who wanted economy, you just say, oh, I'd use the first class quarters or use the business economy quarters, whatever. No, it doesn't actually work like that. It turns out they will only travel in the quarters type that they want. So if you've got a bunch of, I don't know, intergalactic backpacking students, they just refuse full stop to use better accommodation, even if you've got it.
Lake on Alpha 9 Echo. prior to touching down.
Hey up, ducks! Right, I'm gonna fly me spaceship into your space station. Are you alright with that? Oh my god. We're supposed to be in like the 300th century or something, and people still have like northern accents, even though that they've never been anywhere near Yorkshire. Lol. Right, stop! Let's get my request docking thing up. And this is great stuff if you like role-playing being an ex-military pilot or something. It's all a bit tedious. At least in the original game I could just fly in there.
Docking request approved. Please make your way to landing pad 30.
Hey up, ducks!
Automated docking sequence.
Right, you're right. Let's land on the landing pad then. Somewhere there's a space station. Oh, there it is. Let's get a nice view of it. Whee! Yeah, I mean, it's nice. There's a whole load of different English dialects and accents, which is something you don't get very much in video games these days. Everyone's American, really. So that's a nice touch. I shouldn't take the piss out of it.
Continue on current vector.
I don't know why she's telling me the computer's doing all of it. Whoop, see? I don't even need... My hands aren't even moving on the controls. Oh, this is pretty. I've never seen one with all these green plants and stuff inside of it before.
Landing gear deployed.
Still got a cold from the weekend. Just having a quick mute toggle there and sniff. Oh, it's nice. It's much better than the normal grim black hole that passes for an elite space station.
Contact confirmed. Deactivating docking systems.
I'm just going to turn that audio down a little bit. Not sure why it's so loud. It wasn't that before. Optimized for range. Raised volume suitable for all. Oh. And now it's super quiet. Talk about going from the sublime to the ridiculous. Okay, let's try turning the boost back up again. And turning the mix down in the windows, I think. Like that. Back to game. Just turn this down a tiny tad. Hopefully that hasn't screwed it completely. Also, I should really check what's going on with YouTube, because I bet that's busy firing off in the background and eating my bandwidth. Is that it over there? Nope. But all the windows I got open, my god. First one? I don't know. Presumably it's not broadcasting to me. Anyway, let's sort out some passenger equipment then. Outfitting. Thump, boom. Okay. Right, what we got here? Optional internals. No, I want to get rid of that. Oh, I don't want to get rid of it. I'm going to put it away. We'll get a passenger cabin. We want a big one. Economy class passenger cabin 5E. And that gives me 16 people. Okay. And I want to keep my old fuel scoop, so I'm going to store the fuel scoop because it's quite a good one. And then I want to store this as well. Right, and now I have to quickly go and do some metagaming. Right, that's that bit. Now I need to get myself a fuel scoop, and I need to go to Mamba Bojas, apparently, to get the one that will fit in that hole there. And hopefully that will be good enough. Is there any I'll tell you what, I've been tootling around, so I bet I've got some information to sell, some data. Yes, I have. Okay, some of it's not going to go for it. That's miles away. 125 light years, and they're only going to give me 410 for it. Go on, sell the old lot. Right. So where do we want to go? Patsyev Enterprise, apparently. Let's go and navigate our way over to there. Where's the search function? There we go. Bojas. Right, and then pull up the solar system for that. I want someone called Patsyev Enterprise. So it's Conrad. So set that as the destination. Let's get out of here. Do not want the email. Yeah, the interface is just sorts of horrible. The keys aren't consistent on it. Some of them use the cursor keys for moving around, some of them use WASD, and sometimes you can use the mouse and sometimes you can't. Let's see if I can get out of here without smashing into everything.
Docking coupler disengaged. Your way is cleared for departure.
Yay! Looks like I'm gonna get off scratch free. Good. Right, and then so luckily I think Mamba Jobaz is it's over there, so I don't have to go. Let's get out of here. Well, of course you didn't find anything. I don't have anything. I'm law-abiding me. Come on, let me go. Oh, God blimey, that was close, whatever was happening there. Buzzed by someone. I really could have some variety for these jump sequences. They look pretty much identical all the time. I think my favourite ones really have been the EVE Online ones. They look the most impressive. Right. Oh, I haven't got a scoop, have I? So there's no point in trying to scoop things yet. Righty ho. And there's Patsyev. No, it doesn't hurt to go too fast at the beginning. Let's have a little scan, see if there's any data. No. Okay. Well, this is quite a distance. Take us a little while to get there. Let's just trim that down a little bit so I'm not going stupidly fast. I suppose that's 16 times the speed of light or something. Faster. Apparently, if you get the second number under the title of the place you're going to down to 6 seconds, that should do it. I still overshoot when I do that. It all seems to be rather hit and miss, or excuse me, ordered. Yeah. Just shut up and we'll listen to the music. It's arguably one of the best bits of the game, really. Certainly very atmospheric, and whoever did the audio design on the game has got it. I mean, it gives it a whole bunch of atmosphere. Of course, some purists who would say in a space game you shouldn't be able to hear anything at all apart from the sound of your own breathing in your helmet. Mind you, it might be a situation like in Eve where they decide to stop people going psychologically mad. They play back all the sounds. Not going too fast now. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11. I mean, that looks way too fast to me, I have to be honest. But it's still too slow according to professional pilots. I'm sure I'm still going to be able to overshoot like crazy. I do hope the orbit lines don't annoy anyone too much. They do make it so much easier to understand which way up you are and things like that. And they're essential for doing things like fuel scooping and whatnot. Oh well, it looks like I'm going to have to overshoot anyway because it's just gone around the dark side of that planet. Righty ho. The thing is, if I go too close to the planet, it's going to take me out of hyperdrive. So I think it's if you go through that yellow circle there, so that should be okay. Speed it up just a little bit. Lovely. A bit faster. Don't know if it's because I'm so close to the planet or something, but my top speed seems to be significantly reduced. I think there's some kind of auto throttling going on, and it tries to sort of give you a reasonable throttle depending on what you're attempting to do and how far away your target is. It's not terribly clear, which means it fits in with just about every other aspect of the game's interface. Yeah, I'm starting to accelerate now, so it must be going through the gravity well of the planet or something. That's how fast you can go. These boys here, these two little stars, they're other ships, and they seem to be able to go a lot faster than me. Cheating son of a guns. Just have a little scan to see if there's anything else that I haven't seen around here. Oh, slow down a bit. Sense an overshoot incoming. There we go. Do know when I get down to whatever it is, that's million meters, that measurement under the name. Once that drops under 1, then I can drop out of hyperspace or super cruise or whatever it calls itself. Oh! Can you dip your... There we go. Lovely. Alright, let's go forward until we get within 7 kilometers. I wonder what nationality control tower we're going to get today. Okay, stop. Can I come on board, please? Lovely. Right. Whilst it's doing that, I'll see if I can't get back into YouTube's. Right, it's not that one. Sorry about this. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. So I just want to make sure that my YouTube live stream has actually got the correct name.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Okay. Right, and that should be elite. It's 2014, wow. It's a while ago. Do I update? Nope. Okay, sorry about that. I should have sorted it out beforehand. Right, so what did I want here? I wanted to change the fitting on my spaceship. And I wanted to see now I can use the mouse. Know why it should be any different here. There we go. So strange. Optional internal, empty internal compartment, brown shop, fuel scoop. What we got here? I want a 3. So it's a good one. 3B, 3A. Million credits. Yeah, I'll have that one. There's nothing else in the slot. Okay. The number is like the size, and the letter is how good it is. That's very broad. Good is a flexible term in Elite. Sometimes it can mean it's more efficient. Sometimes it means it's lighter. Sometimes it's got more kind of structural integrity and stuff like that. Anyway, let's see who I can take where. So if we go into the passenger lounge, we're then presented with a list of... These are like the travel agents over here on the right, left, and on the right are the actual missions themselves. Now, depending on what my standing is, how good my spaceship is, what kind of accommodation it's got for passengers, I can take different missions. And that is indicated by this at the top. So if we look at ugly old lady at the top here, travel agent, we'll see that I've got a bunch of available ones, and then here's some ones that I'm not allowed to do because I'm just not good enough. So anyway, there's 6 of 12 that I can do there. For instance, this guy here, I'm not allowed to do any of them at all, so there's no available ones up here. So now what I'm looking for here is I just want to be given money for it. I just want to transport them. It's not very much money for that. These sightseeing adventures seem to be the tricky ones where they ask you to do silly things. Now the problem is some of them require me to actually have a little bit of cargo bay to even receive the reward, and I don't think I've got one. Oh yeah, there. So I had to put that in just to take the reward for one of the blooming missions. I ended up just like lifting off in the starport, jettisoning what they'd given to me, and then landing again, and then selling. I'd had a 4 before that was it. I found that out later on. So that was a bit fun. Can't even collect the mission rewards unless you've got cargo space. But some of them will ask for you to buy consumer electronics or something like that to keep them happy and entertained. I don't understand why they need to be happy and entertained. They came on the sightseeing trip. I mean, isn't the whole point to do the sightseeing? Right, so this one's going to give me commodities, you see, so I can't hand that in otherwise. It's only like 250,000 credits, which is bugger all. I definitely like to make use of all of my cargo space. He only wants 300,000. He's only giving 300,000. He's giving less than 250,000. Wow. Okay. Get lost. So it looks like the top one's got most available stuff. I also need to check how long they're going to give me. Yeah, most of these ones look pretty awful, really. See, these guys want first class, so this tells me why they won't do it, because I haven't got a first class thing. But this chap here, economy, 9 people. That's a tiny amount of money. Mind you, I suppose they are refugees. Hostile ships may be sent against me. Nice. I think let's go back to the. See, I can't go back now. Another inconsistent. It says decline. It should just say back room. Difference. Right. So let's find one of these $1 million ones. Oh, this is kind of going to be annoying, probably. almost 4 million is not bad. Whereas he wants to go to LTT 9164. No one else really wants to go in that. Oh, what would be really nice would be to have a bunch of people who will want to go to the same place. But I guess that's not happen. Okay, let's have a look at you. Right. The passenger does not react well to danger. Hull damage will dramatically reduce passenger satisfaction. I suppose if passenger satisfaction goes down, then basically you get paid less. Now, I had one of these guys earlier, and I did dink my ship a little bit. I think you have to lose quite a lot, or at least 10% of your hull, because I went down to about 91% hull and it didn't cause any problems. They don't care about being taking long. We're not going to have hostiles after us. We can do illegal things, unlikely for me. And they're going to ask me to buy stupid presents for them. Okay. I think we should go for that. Oh, wow. Right. 6,900. Oh, okay, there's going to be some options there. Because also I can do some scanning whilst I'm doing this and then sell the scans off later. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I just rubbed my hand against the microphone whilst I was drinking coffee. And we've got 15 minutes to do it then. Okay. Let's accept it. Alright, so that's most of my cabin filled up. But I can't complain. 3 mil is 3 mil. Let's go over to my, nav screen. And see where Hadley Wong wants to go. Okay, and set that as my next route. How many jumps is that? Oh, that's not too bad, it's only like 2. Right, so let's get on with doing space trucking. Make sure my throttle's zeroed. It's always fun with my joystick doesn't auto return its throttle. So it's always fun when it flies off and smacks into the side of a space station the moment I lift off. Right, and the thing I want to go to is below me. Is an anarchy system. Good-o. Always wanted to go to an anarchy system. Generally they're not too bad. I'm not playing in open, by the way. When I first started playing out, it was just full of random people pretending to be pirates. They like to say they're role-playing and stuff, but it's purely just rejects from the old EVE Online game. They finished killing that and making it utterly unplayable by just ganking the hell out of anyone for no good reason. Now no one plays EVE. They've come over here, next best thing. It's a bit of a shame, really. So you tend to get all sorts of craziness, like people sitting outside stations, just ramming other ships to try and make them explode for no good reason at all. I know you inevitably get destroyed by the local police.
Frameshift drive charging.
And it doesn't achieve anything, they don't get any goods out of it. A lot of the time it's then just outside the starting systems as well, which seems even more stupid, because basically you go and annoy a newcomer to the game, right? And like me, they just go and play in their own private session and you never see them again. I mean, the game's meant to be a bit of an MMO, but I would imagine that most of the game's population play in private groups and don't actually interact with anyone else at all. Well, a couple of friends who don't mind. Who don't mind playing in open. I mean, I do from time to time, but I certainly wouldn't do it in a ship I cared about like this one. Right, anyway. 46 astronomical objects, nice. I'm just picking up some fuel here before we move on. Should be fair enough to just like hang here for a little bit. I don't know if I'm refueling any slower or faster. Looks pretty much the same speed as it was before, to be honest with you. Oh no, I used to get 240 fuel per second, though that does somewhat matter how deep in the sun's chronosphere you are when you're doing it. Realistically, it's not the end of the world if it takes a little bit longer. I'm sure it's going to be there's going to be a lot more jumping about once we get to the first destination. It's almost inevitable that my passenger's going to ask me to do something else before we actually do the sightseeing. Almost full.
Fuel scooping complete.
Right, let's just get a little bit higher. And destination system's actually below me, behind the sun somewhat. It's best if we don't give the passengers a fatal suntan. Let's go down there. Lovely.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, at least it's not an anarchy, but there was no problem coming here. It'll have suddenly ninjas or suddenly pirates jump out on top of me, or Pandemic Legion. Yeah, I played EVE for about 4 years. I mean, it's kind of okay, but boy is it dull. And the PvP, for me anyway, generally involved spending most of my time sitting on a warp gate in a cloaky ship,
Fuel scooping.
passing intel to the rest of my fleet so that they could drop 50 ships onto a solo player and just destroy him in seconds. It didn't really feel very much like PvP to me. I did like the other stuff though. The crafting was good and the general sort of like industrial sides things. I think the thing that really put me off most, and why I don't play it anymore now, is the leveling up system. It's just mad. There's absolutely no way that you can actually increase the speed of leveling up. It's just like fixed time scale. And you have to have an active account for it to increase. It's just... and to get into some of the bigger ships, it literally takes 1 or 2 years of real time, like, skilling up. It's hard to explain. Oh, right, I finally want to do something. Let's just stop here and pick some fuel up and find out what's in the mailbox. Right, so my passengers have decided to... yeah, here we go. Here's another interface issue. Right, you go into the inbox. The first thing it highlights is the filters rather than the actual messages themselves. Why? Why is that even a thing?
Complete.
You'd think that the first thing you want to do is actually go into the mailbox, not set the filters for it. Anyway, so this is where they want me to go. Target body, B1. So I think B is the second star in the system, and 1 is the first planet. Okay, so what I need to do is go over. No. Yeah. Right, so that's where they want me to go because it's got the like the world symbol beside it. Which helps somewhat. Yeah, so the skilling up. Yeah, basically you just assign a skill to be skilled up, and it takes X number of days, weeks, or months, or years to learn that skill. There's no input, it's just completely timer based. If you go out and kill other spaceships, you don't get XP for it, you don't get XP for trading successfully or anything like that at all. It's a rather strange idea. I think a lot of other people didn't like it really. When I started playing, there were lots of people playing the game, but they just steadily died off. And they made it so pretty much anything good that you might want to make in the game or purchase in the game can only be purchased in highly dangerous, lawless systems, of which there are many. Basically, every PvE activity is designed to funnel people into getting shot by PvP players. So there's no way to have an exclusively PvE. Well, you can have an exclusively experience, but you'll never do anything meaningful in the game, like get a good spaceship or anything like that. You'll always be using the basic sort of tutorial gear and tutorial spaceships. And anytime you have to sort of transition one of the zones from sort of like a high security to a low security area, you go through these like stargates to go from system to system. You pop through a stargate and there'll be like 30 pirates sitting on the other side just waiting to instantly vaporize noobs. And they don't, it's definitely not piracy because they'll just kill anyone, and you can literally be a day old character in the starter noob ship and they don't care, they'll just kill you anyway and tell you that they're teaching you a lesson. The thing is, when it takes you months and months to earn enough cash to actually purchase any of the spaceships, it's a bit heartbreaking when it gets killed for whatever reason. The thing is, you can even be killed in high security. There are some people who are so desperate to grief other players that they'll happily like just write off millions of credits worth of pretty expensive ships just to be able to sort of like alpha strike noob ships fast enough. Used to be these things called hulks, I think. Now they're for miners. Obviously mining is generally something new players tend to do. It's pretty easy and straightforward to do. It doesn't make a lot of money. You have to put hours and hours into it. By the time you've realised that, you've probably already sunk a couple of weeks into just solidly mining. But yeah, it used to be the thing for veteran players just to fit up these crazy powerful ships, go to where they knew all the new players were mining and stuff, and just suicide onto their ships to blow them up for no good reason as to drive people out of the game, really. Right, this supposedly is the place I need to be going. Presumably... Oh! Too fast! Wasn't paying attention. Alright, look, there's loads of ships coming here, so this must be some kind of tourist hotspot. I think I'm meant to be going to the planet, but there's probably going to be some kind of little thing there that I'm supposed to go and scan. Tourist beacon, as they call it. Yeah, I'm scanning now. Available materials listed. Okay, so that's, I've scanned the whole system. Right, advanced scanning machine. If I hadn't update, so whilst we're cruising in, I'm just going to get rid of. This is an old mission, right? So that completed. That can be. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the interface. Why there's all that typing over the top. Motion and that. Right, so we should just have the people, all the messages we need here. It's LTT 9164B1. Yes, I'm in the right place. This is kind of the right. So it tells you to go to the planet, but actually, what you need to go to is visitor beacon. But even that's not quite good enough. Oh, right. Bit of attempted piracy. I've got to try and keep the centre of my thing over the escape vector, and when all the red pips on the right hand side have disappeared, I will be able to get away. If, however, he's better than me and the red pips get to the top and all the blue pips go down, then I get interdicted. So I think the trick here will be to go to the visitor beacon, find the grey blip.
Mission critical message.
Oh, let's just stop for a second. Alright, so 2. That's nav beacon data. Right, now she's telling me to go to the nav beacon. I didn't even go to the. Now it won't go down. Ah, here we go. Right, you've got here. Now we want you to buy some consumer technology. Great! I wasn't expecting that at all. I do get another 53,000 credits for it, so let's say, yeah, I'll do that. Now, if I didn't try it doing it in this order before, but maybe if I go to the beacon and do the scanny thing first. Meanwhile, I'm doing that. I will go and look up where to. Stop! I'll look at where I can get. Was it the computers they wanted? Hey. Alright, yes. No, why can't I go down? Tell me what goods collected. That's weird. See, it's just kind of broken. The interface is just broken. Right, okay, let's go and have a scan of the beacon. So now you can see there's a grey marker on my radar at the bottom. So if I select that and scan that, hopefully. There, see? It's just so odd. Oh, buggy.
Incoming mission critical message.
Alright, that's updated my mission now, so she's happy that I've done that. Location visited. Tourist site rewrites yacht. Ah, right, that's where I'm going to be going. Okay. Alright. So, 2 units of consumer technology. Alright, so I'm definitely not going to go out into Windows now and search on a different website because there's no way of finding out. There's no way of finding out where to buy computers from. Yes, and it's consumer technology. The site that I'm using actually lists things alphabetically. It seems to have broken to stuff. Consumer technology, and I am. What system am I in? I didn't pay attention to that. But LTT. I want. Let's try searching on a different website then. Consumer technology. TT. I'm considering that there are billion stars in galaxy. It would be utterly impossible. Right, apparently there's some at Debai Port, which is nice. So I don't have to go very far. The assumption that you would somehow automatically know where this stuff is a bit bizarre. You just absolutely have to use the websites. It cannot be avoided.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's actually get facing in the right direction. Throttle up. Whee! Hello, Mr. Panther. Ah! God, I've done it again. That's paying too much attention to chat. Oh, okay, let's go around again. I'm not going massively too fast now. I always consider it a win if I only overshoot once. And this is where I'm going to upset the one person who's viewing by using my noob computer. Okay, stop. And hello there. Please let me in. You'd think in the 3000th century they'd have computers to do that for you now. They definitely have now in the 21st century. But it's kind of weird that these spaceships have probably less navigational prowess than the Apollo 13, and certainly a lot less than a modern airliner. Any order. So that should get them there. Consumer technology. And then she wants me to go where? God. No, that's where we are now. I can't even get. She told me where to go next, and I can't even get there. On the menu's broken again. I see it's all kind of doubled up here, and I can't get down to the final section. Okay, wanna buy you some consumer electronics. I don't know why you didn't bring your own PlayStation, and I still argue that really, if you came on a sightseeing trip, it strikes me as somewhat of a waste of time. God damn it. To not actually do sightseeing and spend all your time playing on a bloody console in the cabins, you know. Well, you're paying the money, dear. If you wanna do that, then that's fine by me. As long as my spaceship don't get blown up whilst I'm doing it, you can do anything you like. What? Hang on, they're supposed to have consumer technology. Yes. According to my thing here, I should be able to buy it. Okay. Maybe that just means they want to buy it here. Good. I even fail at metagaming. Okay. Right. So the next place that has them is this place called Jameson Memorial. Memory serves me rightly. When I played the game back in 1984, that was the name of the default cap. Navigation, and that is in Shinrarata something. Searchy search. So I want one galaxy map. And search. Shinrarata should be enough. Oh, you're kidding me. 118 light years just to go and buy that? No, hang on, I'll just check on this website again. That's a bit better. Right, sorry, no, I didn't actually hit the enter button in the website that I was using to search for where I can find these things. 8033. Yeah, that's a bit more sane, isn't it? Not wonderfully sane, it still seems to... Wait. 13 light years, it says. Alright, yeah, it's just one jump. Okay. Let's go and get you your bloody PlayStation and your silly tourists. Alright, if we're really lucky, I might get this out of this without scraping any paint off.
Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Good. What do you mean speeding? I'll stay under 100 meters per second or whatever it is. Right, and it's down to my right.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I need to go somewhere called Chakarilov Ring. Okay.
Ready to engage.
Go, go, gadget spaceship. Yeah. Oh. I don't find it hard. I just find it really dull. And once you've done it 300 or 400 times, it doesn't get any more entertaining. I am actually using a stick. I don't know if there's any way of telling or not. Okay, but I am actually using a stick. Maybe it just my huge level of incompetence that makes it look like I'm not. I do play quite kind of clunky. I mean, I've got one of them, what they call them, HOTUS things. I need Russian sound one. Yeah, I suppose my movement does look a bit janky. It does look like I might be using the keyboard, but I can assure you I'm not. I've slowed down already. Joystick's in reverse. Oh, good grief. Yay! Yay for slingshot. Just doing some gravity braking there. Yeah, I suppose, I mean, the thing about using the keyboard is just tap the keys gently, don't try and hold them down so you accelerate really fast. But it's not nice on a time limit, no, I can imagine. I can't even imagine trying to play the game without a joystick, to be honest. It's kind of half of what makes it, really. I do have a friend who plays it with keyboard, but you can definitely tell it takes him like... He's lucky if he gets on the landing pad before the space station starts shooting at him for loitering most of the time. So obviously having the docking computer then is pretty damn important. Seems like a good speed. Let me in.
Alpha Mike Echo, observe docking reservation protocols. Submit a request before landing.
The way they told to submit a request before landing. Have you tried landing without making a request? No. It just ends with you being vaporized. Into the old... there.
Landing authorized. Cleared to land on pad 18. Automated docking assist is now in progress.
Scan detected.
Well, these are a lot prettier than the ones they used to have in 1984. Jesus Christ! Bloody police. You're supposed to be scanning me, not crashing into me, you donut.
Scan detected.
What was I doing here? I was buying 2 units of consumer electronics. Now I've got to find out where they want me to go next.
Landing gear deployed.
500 meters from touchdown.
Okay. Let's just go straight to commodity.
Contact. Ship secured.
At least it doesn't force you to go inside the docking bay just to go and buy stuff. 1, excellent. I want 2. Oh, that's not bad. I'm paying 12,000 to get 50,000. Mission objective. Yeah, objective complete. Goods collected. Right. Thank you. Where was the destination? Because I can't read the messages because the interface is broken. So I've done that bit. That's the one I went to before. Did she tell me in a transaction message where she wants me to go? Okay, Riot Reclaimed. That is. Let's see. This is where I get where I was supposed to be going already. Gee. Okay, open it in the galaxy map for me. You're going to do that automatically? Nice. Right. Of course. Whoa. Okay, that's quite a journey. Just remember that I've got to do some scooping then, or else I'm never going to make it in one piece. How much juice have I got on for? Let's just go then. Could have just let me launch. Seriously.
please.
Whoa! Yeah, that's the problem with having a throttle that doesn't auto return to 0.
Landing gear.
I've had some very interesting takeoffs like that. Oh, I should slow down. Just in case I spank into someone, they'll blame it on me. It's up to the... Some little scanny poos just in case there's anything worth knowing about here, because it looks like quite a long journey, so I might as well flog whatever data I can. Oh goody, an anarchy system.
You are clear of the station. FSC out.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about obviously being a passenger vehicle is I had to take all my expanded bulkheads and the reflective plating off to fit the passenger thing, so going into dangerous systems adds a certain frisson when you have absolutely no defences whatsoever anymore, especially when you've been used to them. Alright, let's get some juice. We need to go over the top of the sun to get to the next destination. It's on the other side below. Go on, fill her up. Maybe. Yum 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 yum. Hydrogen.
Fuel scooping complete.
Boo. Let's get clear of this thing so I don't sunburn me little tourists. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Friendship drive charging. I suppose pirates have an unfriendship drive. Oh, I didn't scan, did I? Damn. Oh well. I guess that's some credits that I'll be missing out on.
Fuel scooping.
Oh, 22. It's going to be a pretty penny. Just get a little bit closer. There we go. Oh, not that close. Where am I going? Oh, I've got to go over the other. Why? How come they're always over the other side of the sun? Oh, I suppose if I'm using the sun as a gravity well to jump to, then I'm always going to be
Fuel
on
scooping complete.
good. The opposite side that I need to be on. There we go. That's jump.
Frameshift drive
How
charging.
close are we now? That's quite a drive, that is. I don't think I've ever been that far before.
3, 2,
Terrible stay at home, to be honest with you. I just find me a nice gas giant with some nice reses and then spend all my time shooting pirates up in the reses. And then there's brave explorers going all over the place, seeing everything.
fuel scooping.
I think this is probably the farthest I've been from the starter system, actually, to be honest with you. Rog, if you want to buy a ship, you need to find a station with a shipyard. Not all stations have shipyards. If you can bear with me, I'm not going to fry there. I will get you a link. This is my Bible for Elite, and you can find just about anything you need here. If you look under the tab marked Elite Dangerous and then go to ships, you will be able to search for the nearest station near the system you're in. So you can have a look at all the different ships and see where they are, and also the modules and stuff. I know I'm not completely clear on how the modules work, but generally I go for like A ones. They're supposed to be kind of good, but sometimes that isn't the case. But certainly for finding some of the better modules, you really need to use that website there to find them. And hi there, Commander SD48. Oh my god, you call yourself Commander, that means you're definitely not going to like watching me, because I am just a terrible, terrible Commander. Did I do the scan thing? I don't know if I'm going to have time before I go now. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got 22 new things in here, didn't I?
Ready to engage.
Okay. Oh, I've been commenting actually. This is the game where half the time you're actually fighting the interface. I particularly like. I've been doing these touristy things for this evening, and half the time you can't even see what the messages are because they all just stack on top of each other like that. So it's impossible to find out what they want you to do. It's good times. Right, let's find out what's in here. Apparently I know everything about this. Thank you. I know all about this system already, though I've never been here before in my life. Oh, this is a white dwarf. I don't have a good time with these things. I generally tend to get myself hideously fried to my own ineptitude. I get my finger over the stop button. Yeah, it looks very hot and white down the end of that tunnel. Fasten your seatbelts, passengers. Oh, it's so little but so hot. I'm not even going to try scooping that thing, it's just going to end in disaster. Let's get around the other side of here so we can continue. Practically hear the paint boiling off my superstructure as I'm gonna have to pick up a whole bunch of fuel at the next one. I don't have to. Sure, we can make it, but I've been caught short of fuel once. So this one, is this a white dwarf as well? Would you up and leave it? I don't want to do that again. It's not very nice having to self-destruct your ship. Whoa! The future's so bright I gotta wear shades. Okay. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Right. Stop! Eat hydrogen. Okay, whilst that's happening, Let's see how far away we are from our destination. So, how many jumps? Still only 2. Okay, I can live with that. And luckily, my lovely passengers haven't asked me to take a detour yet and buy them, I don't know, space vibrators? Still think they're wasting their time asking me to take them on the tour and then just buying PlayStations. I can see them now on the closed circuit TV. They're just all sitting there staring at the bloody monitors. We've been past 2 white doors. They didn't even bother looking out of the portholes. Complete waste of my time, but they're paying. Not sure if trading in my big fuel scoop for this weenie one was such a good idea. I suppose you've got to pack in them passengers to make the money. Almost done. Alright, that's it, let's go.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, we're getting a bit warm. Oh! It always sounds worse than it is. It's fine. Just a bit of melted plastic. Smell of burning flesh from the passenger pod. Jesus! Oh no! That's not what the thing that I wanted to do. Stop! Okay. Okay. Just get over the other side of the sun again. Which I should just let. Doesn't it need cooling off? No, that's fine. If we're not dead, it's good. Half expecting to say one day, fuel scoop disintegrated. Good old anarchy, and it's a red dwarf. It's cold out here, there's no kind of atmosphere, all alone, more or less. Make a difference, a change from being nuked by the gamma radiation of a white dwarf. That doesn't look like a red giant, that looks kind of like a sun. Whoa, stop. I want the juicy hydrogen. Okay. Oh, is that smoke I see coming off the dash? I think maybe. Yeah. Let's go. Okay. Bye. Not in a good position there. Someone's vaping on the bridge again.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right, and I think this is the last jump. No, I'm sure they're going to find somewhere screwing me over in the last system. Not sure exactly where I have to go in there.
Incoming mission critical message.
Ah, right, now she's going to ask me to buy the space vibrators, I'm sure. Why did they do that with the interface? The default action is bring up the filters. Right, okay, down, down, and then, okay, is this the one that I want? Right, so we've got to go to the first planet. Okay, we're going good for that. It's the system map. Which is, they have kindly marked for me, because I'm a donut. Okay. Of course, it's got to be behind the sun, hasn't it? It wouldn't be an adventure if I didn't have to fly around a bazillion, trillion, gillion tons of burning hydrogen. That mouse cursor out of the way. Let's try not to overshoot this time. Oh, it's really fast. Now what do I have to do here? I have to find another nav beacon somewhere in here. So there's usually some kind of tourist beacon you've got to find. Yeah, there it is. Why did you tell me to go to the planet where you actually want me to go is there? Oh. And even then it's not really there that you want me to go, is it? Because I bet once I actually get there, absolutely nothing's going to happen until I find the little grey random thing that I've got to target to and scan. Starting to go a little bit too fast. Too fast for my taste anyway. I'm sure you pro pilots out there can land on a dime when it's on 6 seconds. Unfortunately, I'm too much of a cretin to manage that. Right. Woo! Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm rather more impressed by the school of belugas floating around here than I am by this rather unimpressive looking navigation beacon. Now, I'm sure there's some great RP behind it. I've just got to work out how to do the scan thing. Right, okay. Let's stop before we crash into it. And what is it supposed to be? Some kind of... Let's see what it's got to say. Right, after 3 weeks of fighting in the Lave cluster, the Alliance Elite Diplomatic Corps managed to reclaim Riot from pirate insurgency early in April 3301. A local pirate group had tried to rename the cluster the New Caribbean Mon, but undercover agents worked with local groups to retype. Oh right, so there wasn't, because the one I went to earlier, it said that there was like an asteroid there with a base on it, and it wasn't. It was just one of these little, I don't know, what is it, a tin can or something? And this thing's barely the size of a human being. Get closer. Well, actually, I suppose it's maybe a bit bigger than that. And it makes some really scary noises as well. Okay, super. So we've got them here, and luckily my passengers did not ask for me to get them any more bloody stuff, which is nice. Okay. Oh, I didn't even read up on that one. The LTT 9164 visitor beacon. The lone planet in this system is a water world with some amazing views thanks to its 2 suns. Okay, it's a bit underwhelming. So what does she want me to do now? How do I get out of there? Right. She's not told me to move on yet. Alright. Nespel. Commander? No, I'm afraid I don't. I've had too many idiots wiping out my Sidewinder in the starter system to want to bother with that kind of rubbish anymore. I don't spend 3 weeks grinding up a spaceship with A-rigs all over it just to have some idiot and his mates bump kill me inside a station because of bugs. Played too much Eve for that kind of thing. I know what kind of asshats moved over from Eve into Elite. The main reason I left Eve was so that I could get away from them. Playing a private group with some friends though, and occasionally a Mobius. Okay, well, that seems fairly straightforward. Though I'm sure I can make a mess of it if I try hard enough. What's that? Cube! Oh, make sure I've done me scanning.
Frameshift drive charging.
Friendship drive engaged. Oh, do hope that can come through the mic. Excuse me if you did happen to hear it. I'm so bad at it. I should have checked where we were going first. There's going to be a neutron star in the end of one of these, and I'm going to be in up Excretia Creek without an oar. Oh wow. That's nice. At least the place I want to go to is actually on the correct side of the sun for once. Let's just stay here for a second and suck up that hydrogen goodness. Close eye on the dash just in case someone starts vaping in the cabin again. Alright, let's start going over the horizon here, the photosphere a bit. Thank you very much. Red dwarf. Boom reported. Oh god, we're overheating again. Only just. I think that was almost perfect bit of overheating there. Just enough. There's that duder. I don't know, I'm gonna try scooping this one after the last red dwarf. Your rates. How'd you like this system? Well, your rates okay. Whose rates? Your rates.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh my god, we're almost at Lav. My old alma mater. bring that to a halt. I didn't quite eyeball how far I was or where they wanted me to go. Oh, that looks rather warm down there. That one, that one, that one. Nespa visitor beacon, okay. That's... Hang on, no, we're not even there, are we? This is Syntech. Not to be confused with semantic. No antivirus in here. It's very discovered as well. Okay. Ah, right. You've been using a keyboard all day to navigate your menus? No, not in this menu. You need to use your mouse. One. Hey? That is miles. I should have checked that. Oh well. I said this is probably the furthest I've ever been in game since I basically found a system with a nice set of reses in a gas giant and I never left it again. It's kind of the reason I'm doing these passenger missions actually, is just to sort of get out and have a reason to go and see the universe a bit. Are we full yet? Should go a little closer. Let's get that up a bit. There we go. Yeah, when I first started playing they didn't have these sort of taxi missions in here. I'm not very good at inventing my own goals and stuff. I need some kind of story to actually follow or something like that.
Fuel scooping complete.
So quite a nice excuse to actually do something new. And the only goal I really identified for myself was getting the biggest spaceships I could afford and tooling them up nicely. I didn't do very well at that because at the moment I've got an Asp Explorer and that's it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Who knows, one day I might have an Anaconda and then I can really have some impressive crashes. I was going to try one of these, what they call it, Road to Riches thing. I think I'll do once I've delivered these people. I got myself some nice scanners and stuff. Make sure that I can get the most out of me scans and things. Basically what someone's done is they've made a little application that will show you all the top like most valuable like Earth-like planets and stuff for you to scan. Gives you a route of like 200 of them to go and scan. Apparently it's worth like 60 million to go and do that, and relatively low risk. Might be quite interesting, and hopefully by the time you've done your 200 planets you've got yourself to Elite Explorer. Oh, that's a very red star, whatever it is. It's a proto-star, it's not even a real one, is it? Unfortunately I won't be able to get any juice off that thing. Oh, good grief. How can it be critical? That thing's barely glowing. Oh, Elite, you're such a troll. Okay, am I sufficiently far away from it now for your tastes? Oh dear, no. You failed. You must now wait a minute or more for your friendship drive to work. Come on, let me go. Evil spaceship. Okay, well I'm going to bloody scan you. If you're not going to let me go, I'm going to give you a damn good scanning. And oh, okay. Guess you taught me, didn't you? Can I just please just let me go? Do I have to de-target you then, or something equally insane? Alright, so let's go there. Target that one instead.
Frameshift drive
Yeah,
charging.
okay. Not what I really wanted to do, but there we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I'm overheating again.
Warning. Temperature critical. Warning. Taking heat damage.
Let's go over there and see what that's got. I feel slightly put out there. I mean, the thing's... It's a proto-star, right? It's barely hot enough to have ignited itself, which means it's like basically a bit of a hardcore gas giant. And yeah, it seems to do more damage to you than like main class balls of fire like the sun, you know? Yellow ones. Come on, I'm scanning. Do the thing. Wow, how far do I have to go? But my range was supposed to be infinite with the advanced scanner. No, I refuse to slow down. It's bloody miles away. It's odd. Okay. And I'm gonna up now. I'll slow down for you. I swear someone's lied to me about this. Definitely when I looked at the specs of that scanner it said range infinite. It's a whole little solar system or something. Why can't I scan it from back there? Ah, there we go. It's just probably completely pointless. Well, it should be. It's not good enough. That scanner cost me 1.5 million credits. It should be good for everything. I should be able to scan your mum's knickers from here. Okay, cool. Let's see what it's got to tell me then. It's absolutely meaningless to me, but it's nice to have a look. It's gone from a solar system with nothing but that ball of death in the middle. Now it's got these little rocky, lifeless gems. Someone's already been here though. Universe is no fun anymore. Go somewhere that looks interesting, someone's already been there before. Oh well. Give my passengers something to talk about if they manage to lift their heads away from their PlayStations. Talking of which, I suppose we better go and... broken interface. See where Miss Wong wants us to go next. Now I've got myself away from Purple Death Sun. Fuel Star, yeah, that suits me. Are we all set to land there? Why is it? Okay. That's interesting. Looks like that next solar system. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on a second. That's wrong. Thought if I went in here, she was supposed to automatically set my destination to where she wanted to go to. Yeah, Nespel. Yes. I'm gonna have to go in because I changed the blooming journey thing. Do I have to go and do it manually myself now? Oh no, there you go. Good job I noticed that, or else I might have flown into that planet. Alright. Of course, it's almost exactly behind me. Okay, Sambito, here we come. Oh, and this is a red dwarf, so I'm not going to be able to scoop that either. Hang on, it calls itself Fuel Star. Oh, that's some other star on the way. I am not going to Hutton. I know all about Hutton. If I had the patience, I'd have the mug. Though I hear they're giving away free anacondas to everyone who makes it there now these days. Oh, I can fuel scoop here. Okay. And I do it without dying horribly, though. I'm playing this every day for months. Well, I heard exploration was the way to do it. It's not really my cup of tea, but I'm going to try this Road to Riches thing and see how it works out. Oh, and if it wasn't for these passengers being such picky buggers and changing their plans every 5 minutes, I could live with that. And I've been at this particular trip for about half an hour. I'm going to get 3 million out of it or something. 4 million, just under 4 million. So I can kind of live with that, which is probably nothing compared to you guys who are used to doing some kind of trade run and make $1 million or $2 million every couple of minutes. Yeah, 3.6 mil and some other bits and pieces. I mean, considering... Yeah, well, my main way of doing it is res grinding, which isn't the fastest thing in the world. I mean, I'm kind of happy if I manage to... Oh, I'll check that out. I mean, I'd have to admit I've lost touch with the game. I didn't play it for like 2 years. Played it for about the first 3 or 4 months for a couple 100 hours. And then stopped because I got bored of res grinding. And used to think yourself lucky if you made $1 million in an hour doing that. Which is why I'm still stuck in an Asp Explorer.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I looked at the engineer stuff. It looked like a massive snake drive, to be honest with you. Especially with not being able to stockpile some of the stuff that the materials you get from missions. And I got vaguely acquainted with 2 of them, collected about 6 different things, and then just found myself being attacked every time I went everywhere. Because I had something in my cargo hold, which of course is the kiss of death for any commander. Well, not the kiss of death, but it suddenly makes you 100 million times more interesting to NPC pirates. So there I am. I basically can't do anything because I've got to carry this cargo hold full of garbage to take to the engineer. And every time I go res hunting, it attracts every pirate in the entire system towards me. And I can't get rid of it because, like, back then there was no way of storing anything at all. In fact, I don't know if you can store it now. At least you can plonk it into another ship and then part the other ship up, but it seems a bit of a snake drive. Well, sometimes you don't have any choice over what materials are required. Oh, smoking. Let's get out of here. I tried going too close again. Yeah, because I mean it's down to the engineer what they want, isn't it? What parts they want, and some of them require stuff from missions. Like articulated motors, I seem to recall, was something I had to get a lot of. There's something I'll look into. I'm going to give the game a bit more of a try out. Like I said, I played it a big when it came out the first season. There wasn't really a whole lot to do apart from killing stuff near planets. Yeah, so when you got them, you want to sit on them, which means you become a juicy target.
Ready to engage.
Unless you've got multiple ships. Yeah, well the other thing is apparently you don't really get the good stuff until you've done several like attempts at upgrading something. So basically the first few times that you try and upgrade anything, it's basically just a waste of materials. Because all the good stuff you want after you've gone to see them for a bit. I don't know. I'm not 100% on. Trouble is, because a lot of people who still play Elite and know about the systems kind of assume that you know about everything. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I was a bit confused about how to scan until this afternoon when I found someone who. Because like anyone you go and look at a page about exploration, all it does is tell you about like quite in-depth stuff about exploration. It doesn't tell you how to do the basic stuff, like how the scanners work, for instance. Yeah. Well, that was the thing as well. Some of these guys require you to have like exploration or bounty stuff like stored away. So you have to have a whole combination of stuff like materials, X number of bounties or discoveries, assuming you don't get yourself blown up and just lose it all anyway. No, I mean the thing is I'm not even at, I've got some A-class units, but I'm not remotely advanced enough to think that even the basic stuff that you can get from any old station it's quite sufficient for me at the moment. I mean, if I was really worried and I felt I was being outclassed by anything, I might try it. But I'm still at the point where I think going into like a high res and coming out alive at the end of it is a pretty tough thing. And then of course Frontier come along and change it all. Or change the balance. Oh god, I'm smoking. Shoot. Yeah, I'm getting out. Yeah, I know you're sitting over cringing going, well, why haven't you got any eat sinks, you idiot? Well, to be honest, I only ever played the original title on the BBC Micro, so apart from the flight model and vaguely knowing some of the lore behind of it, it has changed a lot since even I did play some of the other ones as well, the ones from Firebird when they first went over to doing them on PC.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, we're going to human resources. That's a little bit on the white side. Oh no, that's fine. It's just a sunlight thing. Nice, I can live with that. We're not getting particularly hot. Okay, good. How much bloody further have I got to go? Alright. Going the wrong way. Oh! Is this the penultimate jump? Good. I don't know how I would encourage anyone to play this game. I've been moaning about the interface almost blowing up my ship every time I come out of warp. And let's not even talk about the use of the auto-docking computers. I feel so bad about that, but I'm damned if I'm going to keep on having almost write-offs. Oh, can we just stop with the overheating already? Yeah, you're going to tell me to get heat sinks! That's what everyone's response to it is. Shh! Hush, hush, baby. It's not that hot. Right. This is Nespel. This is where I'm supposed to be. Okay. So where's this? Right, everything's unexplored. Great. So I'm not going to have any clue where I'm actually supposed to be going with these guys. No. Yes. She wants me to go to Nespel Visitor Beacon, which I have no currently unknown. Scan required. Okay. Press that button. And tell me it's going to be that thing way over there. Yeah, thought as much. Go to Nav Beacon. Stop. If you didn't already. Well, everything is unexplored in here. Oh. As far as I can tell. At the entry point, the sun. Do I have to go back to that thing? It's really hot. No good ever comes of this. It's one of these. We've hidden a little thing that you've got to target just by. Oh, alright, I can see I've got the scan thing going on the left hand side. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Alright. That actually isn't the nav beacon itself, that's the star, isn't it? How do I find the nav beacon then? Is that it over there? Okay. I don't know how I would have even done that. Well, let's just go and have a look at this thing anyway. I mean, it might be what I'm looking for. If not, we can go back to the sun anyway. Oh, too fast. Way too fast. Stop! Okay. Hey, where did that go? Oh, it's just, I haven't turned around enough yet. Okay, we've got some scanning going on there. Come on, be lucky, be the thing I need to find. I filtered it out, reset filters. That's, oh. Hang on, oh my good grief, you know what? It's not that, I'm in completely the wrong system. It still actually says there one jump to Nespel, and like, it's got the little symbol at the bottom. Oh my god. I'm so worried about killing myself that I'm not actually paying attention to the main stuff.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right, so you're up over there. Mission critical message, you are a noob. How long did it take us to get here? Oh, I should have read the lore stuff. After 3 weeks of fighting at the Lev cluster, oh no, I have read that one. Okay. Backity back. Nespel 3, okay. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've even got a visitor beacon as well to make it easier for me. Super. So how come I know all about this system that I've never been to before? This is very inconsistent. Well, there's so many little mechanics and stuff. I know there's some stuff to do with the nav beacons by the suns and the corrupted nav beacons if you want to go and shooty pew pew things. But that's about all. I know that you can sometimes use the nav beacon if you don't have any scanners at all on your ship. I'm not quite sure why they're not showing up. Like you said, I probably filtered them out somehow by reset filters. You see, mind you, I only turned off the asteroid belty things. Oh, what was that? Oh, good grief. Look, dude, you might not have noticed, but I have like 6 really big cannon on my spaceship. That should be a warning that I like shooting things. Why don't you leave me alone before I decide that I'm going to interdict you back? Anyway, you don't want to take my passengers as slaves. They're absolutely useless. They spent their entire journey playing on PlayStations and ignoring all the wonderful sights. Let's get down there. Hold on the chat, let me at least get myself down to planet surface and stuff first. Oh. That's me. Commander Amelia Brightstar. Aha! Is that a flock of belugas I see before me? Probably is, isn't it? Let's go a wee bit faster. Not a great deal, because I know what's going to happen. So pretty. I'm not going to go for the planet. Haha, lol, that's not where you're supposed to be going. Yeah, you missed the beginning of the blooming stream. I did the first one. No, I do have a bounty, but I don't think it's anything significant. It's one of those legacy ones, I don't know how to get rid of it yet. Yeah, the whole, what is it, sightseeing thing's a bit trolley, sends you to the planet, but the planet's not where you're supposed to be going. And then you work out that maybe you should be going to the visitor beacon, so you go to the beacon, and then you hang around it, and it still doesn't update the quest. So you're going scratching your head. What's going on here? And turns out that that's not good enough. You've actually got to get there, drop out a super cruise, target some tiny thing that can't be scanned for, and then finally it decides that you've actually found the right thing. Of course, none of this is told to you anywhere apart from in the bottom of some 2-year-old Reddit thread or something. Come on, come on. That's it. There you go, that's how you spell it. There's a couple of doubles in there, I suppose, and there are about a million ways of spelling Amelia. Whoa! And see, that's what happens if I'm not paying attention. Oh dear. What's going on? Am I just smacking against it repeatedly? Jesus. Right, so yeah, it looks like you've got the right thing targeted there, but haha, no you haven't. No, not that thing. That thing. Alright.
Mission objective complete.
Right. Good, good. Thank you for the hospitality. Yay, we done. I suppose we should read the law. A pink planet is always a popular place to visit. Okay, well hey, I'm on the wrong side of it, but I'll be honest. Ain't looking all that white to me. Pink. Let's get some.
Frameshift drive charging.
Get a boogie on.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Good, good. I'll friend you up in a bit. I don't feel like it's a particularly safe place to be. How do I do that? Because, like, obviously I have absolutely no... Did that work? Oh, I hope that worked. I just pressed space and it just kind of... Oh yeah, it did. Good. Stop! Stop! Right, this planet better actually be pink. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, kind of rust coloured I suppose, but... No, I can live with that. It's pink enough. Although suspiciously man-made or Alien. Oh, right, yeah, it's just had my immersion broken by a bunch of texture glitches. Okay, and the problem is they won't actually give me my money until I take them all the way home again. Which they're lucky, because the first guy mucked me about and didn't give me the right waypoint markers that I understood. Got himself jettisoned into the heart of a sun. How do I do? How is... I do it. The things, the menu, that one. Right. Oh god. How many jumps? Oh, actually I can tell you what I can do. Now I'm nice and far away. I bet I've got some scans for about here that I can flog off to somebody. All I need to do is find myself a thing. Burnham City. That'll do me. No. Oh. Well, I have got a lock. What's going on here? No, didn't I?
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I heard they're going to do more or less beige planets. I want to see landable water worlds and Earth-like planets myself. Admittedly, I've only ever landed on about 3 planets, and I've certainly never used an SRV. But yeah, the brown is quite pervasive. Mind you, I suppose it probably would do. I mean, iron's supposed to be the most, not popular, but the most common compound in the universe. Well, outside of hydrogen, anyway. That doesn't really count since it's a colourless gas. I suppose silicates as well. They're kind of grey though. Yeah, but it does seem that, I mean, Jupiter's very, very red and orange, even without false colour photography. I've seen a lot of gas giants in there, and they all do tend to be kind of brown. All those planets that cheat, the ones that look like they're covered in like lights and stuff, but when you get down you can't see any of the lights. Silicates, yeah, generally grey. I mean, like basic ones, like just oxidized silicon oxide. I mean, that's sand. Just look at the moon. That's a pretty good example of it. It's just pulverized glass, most of it. If it's got any colours, it's usually because of impurities in it. Okay, I think I managed that without crashing horribly. Yeah, so I'm just going to stop off and drop me discovery bonuses and stuff, or I lose them to something horrible. Oh, good grief, you! I just read what you wrote and then this popped up. I getcha. Well, unless they're AMD silicates, in which case they're red. Silicates are green. That's a real dad joke, that is. Why did you even bother? Why? Clear I was going to get away. I am meant as dangerous, you know. I do know a little bit of what I'm doing. Oh, that's pretty. It's a little water world or something. Well, if it wasn't covered in orange text. Oh, it's got continents and other works. Lovely. So you can't even get in close on these ones, can you? So they don't want you breaking the textures or anything. It's very pretty there, and it looks like it's very heavily populated from all the lights and phosphorescence at the bottom there. Whee! I'll do the old looky roundy. Get out. Very pretty. Actually, I should get my textures turned up to 8K, then it'll look really impressive. I think I have to fiddle around with some text files there. What have I done to me to look? So. Yes, it's a massive tease. Look, beautiful planet. No, you can't go there. You are pulling my plonker. This is... who's doing this to me? Can I... is there any way of finding out who's interdicted me? If he does it again, I'm gonna bloody shoot him down, I am. I don't care if I've got passengers. Maybe if I showed them some interesting combat, they might actually stop playing with their PlayStations and take some attention of what the world's going on outside. Oh, too fast. Yes! Are you the one interdicting me then?
Please follow established docking procedures.
Stop.
Approval granted. Plot route for approach to landing pad 1-1. Use of automated docking computer permitted. You are clear to hand over control.
Don't know if I can possibly. Don't know. That's not you, is it? Guys are. Oh, there we go. See, I'm not a complete noob. Can work that out without before I've landed. But accidentally press save and exit to desktop afterwards. Hoorah! Fucking hell, safely landed. Oh, excuse my language.
Safe and secure. Alight when ready. Enjoy your stay.
That's actually quite stressful. I can feel my body relaxing now that I'm not going to do terrible things to myself and my shit. Right, let's sell the goodies. Oh, I might have some bounties to say because I usually do my bounty hunting in Federation. No, nothing to sell you. Okay, and the other one, these Johnnies here. Oh, that's not bad.
Incoming message.
Yeah, you can see how much I play. I get a message being told that they love me pretty much every time I sell any of that stuff. Okay.
For the benefits of all guests to this facility, please refrain from obstructing access to docking pads.
I didn't read that one, did I? Okay, yeah, I know I did that. Eh? I thought they were going to tell me I was wonderful or something. Okay. I've got a new message. I gotta be darned if I can see it. Okay, I know that.
With regret, we must inform pilots that unauthorized docking bay access is unacceptable and will dictate an appropriate response.
Have message, can't read it. Okay, you do know I've got to head back now. And drop these passengers back off like 20 jumps away. Yeah, well I gathered you made your way here.
Of engaging in aggressive acts within or around this facility is undesirable, and measures will be taken.
I just didn't want to feel that I was giving you the cold shoulder immediately leaving the station. And finishing the mission off. Right, let's do that. But I was kind of doing this for the money, as it were.
Once your vessel has received
And you're welcome to wing up if you want to come back with me.
is greatly appreciated.
There's nothing else to do here. Let's see if anyone wants transport back to godforsaken hole that I started in. No, none of them want to talk to me even. Is it because my spaceship stinks? It hasn't been washed down. Well, this is the thing, I can see I've got a message, but I don't know how to access it. I don't think I've got any filters on. I can clear them though. Ah, right, okay. So I definitely didn't have any filters locked there, and I...
Welcome to Imperial Sovereign Territory.
Yeah, I keep on getting this thing about, like, was it dangerous materials in ship or something, and they've been ejected out of my non-existent cargo bay. I don't know what's going on with that. Actually, I've got a cargo bay, but I know it's absolutely empty, so it can't possibly have bad things in it. Okay, well that can be binned. Right, oh.
With sadness, we must inform pilots
There you
that
go.
this facility maintains an effective security.
Yes, I've read about that. I haven't really got invested with the Fargoids yet. Well, they weren't really around when I started playing the game, and I knew they were pretty hardcore from the original games. Okay, well, we're all fueled up, So I'm ready to move back to wherever it was I came from, which is
Pilots are cordially
Mambojas. Well, they look a lot more dangerous than they used to be. They just used to be hard to fight. Now you have to have special weaponry, which doesn't work on players if you get it in a PvP situation. I suppose it's not that far, is it? So yeah, so you have these special weapons that are basically crippled against anything else, from what I can understand, and even then they don't tend to kill them, not one-on-one anyway. And even with when you were doing elite, you could you held down Control H whilst you're in witch space, and it would drop you into instances with like about eight or 9 Thargoids in it. You could still manage it if you were practiced, but from what I'm reading, they're basically raid bosses now. If you're familiar with the term raid boss. Did I come all the way at this? Wow, okay. That's not an appropriate name for a system. That there. But they're all real systems, apparently. Okay, are you ready to go, sir?
facilities. We are confident that guests will be more than satisfied by the range and quality of services we offer.
I think we can do some kind of navlock thing. If you trust me enough to follow me into the heart of the nearest sun, of course.
Landing restraints retracted. Please observe safe speeds when traversing the docking bay.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh! Eh? Oh, come on, that's...
Please observe a minimum clearance distance whilst conducting flight operations. You are in breach of Imperial mandate. You must clear the station confines.
I'm trying to clear the bloody station. Someone drove a bloody...
Incoming mission critical message. Scan detected.
What the actual hell just happened? You got 4 minutes to get out and then we park things in front of you. Don't tell me she's pissed off now, so I've just lost a load of bloody creds because of that. Frassen! Optional reward. Well, she's happy. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's just trying to freak me out, isn't it? Yeah! My paint! Why does she keep on... You just gave me a 200 credit fine, you bad person. Right, okay. Yeah, it is at least 30 seconds, the Twitch lag.
Friendship drive charging.
Alright, that's me friendship drive engaged. It's up to you to keep up now. Not that I'm sure you'll have any difficulty with that, considering I'm going to stop every single sun between here and home.
3, 2, 1, engage.
I know why they call it witch space, because all the screaming in the background. That sound effect is taken straight out of 2010, I swear. Okay. That's pretty much behind me the next jump. Getting a little bit closer, get some the rich stuff. There we go.
Fuel scooping complete.
I don't know if to do the polite thing and wait for you to do your scooping, because if you don't know, I've actually... Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jumping. Though of course you're not going to hear me say that until you're probably just better off using the in-game radar and stuff to work out what I'm doing, because there's no point in trying to work it out from the stream.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Well, I can probably get there on one tank. It's just my general paranoia about running out of fuel, because I've done it before. It's not nice, but I can just jump straight ahead.
Frameshift drive charging.
I suppose I should do. I'm just kind of wasting my time mucking around near the sun. It's not like fuel's expensive.
Fuel scooping.
Ah, the name of the system. Actually, I don't. I'm only joking about it, but yeah, it's an unfortunate name. Yeah, it's only certain types of sun. You also need a fuel scoop as well. If you notice when I'm near the sun, can you see there's that yellow line there? You want that sort of position, like that kind of thing. Generally I just sit still and do it once I find somewhere safe. Watch your heat level and make sure it's not going up too much. And you can literally just sit there as long as you like. Some stars will just boil you alive though. Neutron stars, you can't do this, and white dwarfs are pretty nasty as well. But yeah, I just sit here indefinitely with it, collecting it at this kind of range.
Warning, temperature critical.
Or not, as the case may be. Let's go away from there.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
And a lot of the time you don't need to fuel scoop at all if you're sort of just working in a couple of systems that's quite close to civilization. But any time you get away from where the civilized systems are, you're going to have to get yourself a fuel scoop, because there's obviously nowhere else to fuel up from. You also have to plot your courses quite carefully so you go to the right kind of suns. There's some nice chaps. If you Google fuel rats, they might come and help you. They actually have a website where you can sign up for a rescue, and they'll come and do it then and there, kind of thing. Never had to use it myself. I didn't know about it, so I just tended to self-destruct myself.
Temperature critical. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I read that as beagle bacon for a second then. What kind of monster have I got in my wing? I'm just going to check how far we are off whilst I'm doing a little scoop. Oh, what's that? 2, 3 jumps? 3. Okay, nice. Couldn't manage a whole one, to be honest. Maybe a chihuahua. Oh, I'm a bit too high up to actually be scooping any reasonable amount. So just a tad better. Oh, that'll do. 59, 62. Ooh. Let's just get my nose up a little bit. That's a fair bit of fuel there without burning myself to death. The temperature's fairly constant. I do the old scanny scan. Take it you've run ahead of me, SD48. Oh no, there you are. And such a tight wad. So close to home I still insist on fuel scooping. Yeah, I would do it myself. I'm just a little concerned because my passengers say they don't like me taking hull damage. And since I've had to dump all of my reinforcements just to even get the... Since I had to ditch a lot of my defences just to get the cargo bay, passenger bay in there, it's kind of annoying. I think you're okay as long as you don't sort of get damage below like 80 or 90%, because I've taken damage from Sun's stupidity and I have been attacked, but they seem to have let me get away with it. I think the lowest I got to is 92, so I haven't really pushed my luck with it yet. And that is what I consider to be my home system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Which is weird that there's a system right next door that I haven't even explored yet. Well, like I said, the first time I tried it earlier today, this afternoon, I just dumped them out into a star because they were being such massive pains in the ass. I just couldn't work out how to find those, get them to accept that I'd taken them where they wanted to go. I had to spend like a good half hour looking about to see if I actually found the one random post that was buried at the bottom of Reddit behind a filing cabinet with "Beware of the Tiger" written on the front, that told you that you had to search for the grey object and target that instead of the visitor beacon. Oh yes, there's a nav beacon. Rightio. Suppose I should know about that. Now where did I get you people from? Because I'm supposed to take you back again, aren't I? Patsiev. I can see why people use things like voice attack to control their computers. It's so much easier than fumbling with this. Right. Yeah, you don't have to use it actually. There is Microsoft do their own voice command thing that you can program, does exactly the same thing. If you want really complicated stuff, you can mix that up with a program called Auto Hotkey, which records sort of mouse and keyboard commands and stuff. I just didn't really. I mean, I know the guys who really get into Elite. You know, the kind of guy who's like got a VR headset and everything. I've seen them on the YouTubes. There's one guy who's got like he's got a voice pack that sounds like the AI from Aliens, and he practically has conversations with the damn thing. I can actually say things like, what was it? Tell it which pad to go to and things like that, and it will do it for him. It's really impressive. And when he accidentally says things like "okay" or "thank you," it answers him back and says "my pleasure" and things like that. And he can ask it, "how are you today?" and it goes, "I'm perfect." Kind of things like that. It's very impressive. But you have to put a lot of time into that. To be perfectly honest, and I play quite a few different games. World of Warcraft, Divinity at the moment. Bit of Feed the Beast. This was kind of like a side thing. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's worth doing in the end, because obviously being able to go like galaxy map, and it just brings it up for you rather than all the wiggling around in the poorly designed menus, which is less than fun. So it's definitely kind of worth it. And I always get my fingers in a mess when I'm trying to do the old kill warrant scanning and things like that. Even with all the weapon groups and a decent HOTAS, it's not perfect. But I suppose it's all down to how much time you put into coding it all up so it works just how you want it. Yeah, well, it's always a bit wonky because it doesn't matter how good the HOTAS is, you need to use the keyboard for some stuff. I mean, I just can't get all of the commands onto one joystick basically. And also just trying to remember, I'm sitting here with a big diagram with like arrows pointing at the various buttons telling me what I set up to do what. But if I don't play for a week, then I've forgotten it immediately again anyway. And especially in hot situations like combat, you really want to make sure that you know what you're pressing, not staring at another screen to try and keep it straight in your head. Let's just give that a little faster. Oh, look, another brown planet. See, this is where my impatience gets the better of me. I've just pushed the throttle up a little bit more and Yep, there we go! Jesus Christ, you just can't. Slow, slow. Oh, let's see if I can. No. It's. No. Bollocks. God damn you, physics. And it's moving as well. Good grief. Well, apparently it's physics. Oh, I know some people who say it's still not good enough for them. The flight model's too arcadey. It's more than enough for me, thanks very much. This comes a bit ironic when it's probably faster for us to talk to each other in local than it is for you to wait for the Twitch delay to come through. Oh god, I hope you know what you're doing, landing computer. Horrible flashbacks to playing original Elite where the thing would try and dock you with the Coriolis station through the back, the side without the door on it. Okay, give me my fat wodge. I'm not sure if it was worth a 2-hour journey. I'm sure I could have probably got more from just shooting stuff, but it was more interesting. I got to see a bit of the galaxy that I probably wouldn't have seen before. There you go, Miss Wong. Back safe and sound. Okay. Is there anyone? Hang on, let me just go inside the thing. There we go. Sorry, I forgot it was a very small station. Oh, I see, okay. Well, that's your own fault. I haven't picked a side yet, I have to say. Wow, I got 10 million credits. That's new. Right. What next? Can you not make friends with them just by joining me killing some rats or something in a res somewhere? Is there anything you'd like to do? I've probably got an hour or so. I should really restart the stream. Let's flog off me map data whilst you're... Oh, that must be the one next door. So little from some of these, okay. Well, have you done the road to riches yet? Yeah, sure. Do I need to put my armor and stuff back on again? Or would that be wise? Do you want combat back up? Can't. Hang on a second. Probably quicker to go. What's an RTR? Oh right, okay, sorry. I'm a dummy. The one I was going to use generates, well, not unique routes, but it will generate them based on where you've come from. I was supposed to be getting some bi-weaves actually, because someone said they were much better than regular ones anyway. I've only got 6 A's and just got them, I think. Something good. No idea what my ship's got on it at all actually. I'm lying through my teeth. Or even where you find them. Is that one there? Nope, 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 nope. How do I just see all the things that's on my ship? Yeah, look, I think I'm pretty cool. I got a 6B shield generator. It took me ages to find that. How do I put my mic? It just does. Remember, I'm going. You're not hearing me through the game. You're hearing me through Twitch. I've never tried using the mic in game, to be honest with you. I'd use Discord or something else like that if I'm talking to someone. Okay, let's get rid of that. I think all my stuff's here. No. Where's me goodies? Ah, there we go. That's not actually here. Oh, hi there, Rake. I didn't see you there in Discord. Or Portlay for that matter. Hello, Portlay. I can hear Portlay, I can't hear Rake. What have I done? Do I want to hear Rake? No, I just... No, it was just super quiet. I can now. I think my earbud just fell out of my ear a bit, that was why. So who's doing what then? You're playing Star Wars, nice. Yes, I've got a new friend who's dragging me around the galaxy, or rather, I'm dragging him around the galaxy. Twitch. No. YouTube. Oh, Jumping Jack. Yeah, we played with him ages ago. He did a big donation towards the old Feed the Beast server. And this is confusing the hell out of the people on Twitch. Yeah, I'm talking to people on Discord as well who you can't hear. Sorry about that. I will see if I can find you a link for the fuel rats. There is actually like a video and stuff that tells you how to do it. Because the last thing you want to do is actually run out of oxygen whilst you're waiting for them, which is hilarious. Right. They're so well known that they're actually got the first hit on Google. Yeah, that can really happen. There's a video on their front page that actually tells you what you're supposed to do so that you can actually survive long enough for them to come and save you. I mean, I would have no idea why these guys do this. I mean, they must really like role-playing or something. But they do it, and they will save you from your own mistakes, which is very nice. Why is everything stopped? There we go. Right, SD48. I don't know if you can bear to do it. I'm going to do some more taxi work. You don't have to follow me around. 2 million? 3 million? They're 9. I was so shocked. What do I have to have that I don't have there then? Well, that's it. A neutron star. Oh dear me, that looks kind of scary. I'm not going to say no to 9 million credits, that's for sure. Get in there. Why can't I? Come, join me. What? Hang on. Yeah. Economy 11, I got 13. Yeah, I've got that. Can handle that. I have to actually select the destination first. Am I not allowed to do it if I'm already in a wing? Is that what it's complaining? It's because you've got bad rep or something with these guys. It says requirements not met, but I am. Why is it not red? Okay. I don't want to do a sightseeing when they do ask me to go everywhere. What's that lady got? Sightseeing again. They're all rubbish. 3/4 of a mil, come on, do me a favour. No, I'm missing something else because I mean this is where I hang out all the time. Well, oh, it's my. Oh, it's because it's these dudes. It's not the actual like the feds or whatever it is. I see. I'm getting my reps mixed up. Okay, do I need to? I will come to the ruins. Am I going to get blown up? Or rather, do I need to do anything to prevent myself being blown up? I'm trusting you on this one. So it's exploration, okay. I'm trusting you on this one.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Okay, I don't know how to do a nav thing. I have done it once before, a very long time ago. So I basically latch onto you and follow your nav. Doing anything useful? No. Having you targeted is probably not safe, is it? Just need a few scanners and patience. Okay. Where are we heading to? You can pop it in local if you like, if it's quicker. Well, that looks like a nice and easy system to spell. Good job, I can copy and paste you out of this chat thing. This is where I find it's 800 jumps away or something, isn't it? Okay. Jesus Christ, son! Is this where I... Oh, good grief. Is this where I get to go somewhere that's really hostile to me? That's gonna take all night! Oh my god! Oh, I should have put on my better jumpy thing and drop some weight. Just 10 minutes for me. Look, this is essentially a combat ship that's been half gutted to make it a passenger ship. I don't think I've ever tried to fit for lots of jumps because I never usually go more than about 5 systems. That's an interesting... Where's the sun? That is so strange. Is it just a very small sun? What a weird system. I jumped out miles away from the sun, and the sun that it does have is it's like non-existent tiny thing, and then it's got its own little sub-suns. Let's have a quick... That is so odd. Oh, is it because it's like a binary system and this is the centre of gravity? Let's go all Brian Cox for a second. Oh my god, look at this monster. That's so weird. Okay, right, so the Sea of G, yeah, it's between two suns. So that's where you pop out instead of near the other suns. Interesting. The galaxy, it's a wonderful place. Right, where are we supposed to be heading on to now?
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, I think I can jump like 26 light years at a time. It's probably not super good for an ASP explorer.
4, 3, 2,
engage. Well, like I said, I haven't really engineered, well, not engineered, that's the wrong phrase. I've not really set myself up for a lot of jumping. It's mainly shields and hull. Right, I need to sit here for a bit and suck down hydrogen. I didn't refuel when I was in that station. Fortunately, it's a bit silly of me. Oh, I see the smoke. Yeah.
warning, temperature critical. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I can't even refuel at this thing at all. That's thing.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, stop complaining about the heat.
Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1, engage.
Brain trees, that sounds terrifying.
Taking heat damage.
Alright, can we just calm down, computer?
Fuel scooping.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get a little bit closer, or else it's gonna take all night. Oh. Definitely want to get that at least to 100 whatevers per second kilograms. Some serious slurping noises now. There, that's good enough for me. Not getting any hotter. Let's have a look at the glorious boiling billions of tons of hydrogen fusing together. Some coronal mass ejections over there. I'm getting a nice tan. This might take a little while, I'm afraid. So what are brain trees then? I mean, I can imagine what they are. They're trees that look like brains? Or brains that look like trees? Panther, how are you getting on with the fuel rats? Are they going to save you from your predicament? Mineral extracting trees. Ah. Almost full. Sorry to keep you waiting there. Ooh. I have to take a break soon though. I can't feel my butt anymore. Unfortunately, I am not supplied with the high-tech 33rd century seat. Ergonomically massages my butt cheeks and keeps the blood flowing to them. I'm blessed with a rather awful old office chair that's probably seen better days. That'll do, I think, for the time being. Oh, too close. Now there's four people in the chat who's going to be going, get some heat sinks, you noobs. Okay, is this where my guide disappears off and I suddenly find I'm jumping into a hideous anarchy system? Well, I know it's an anarchy system. 5 neutron stars on the other side of the jump, emitting 1 billion tons of gamma rays every millisecond onto my poor ship. Nah, it's one of those nasty purple ones that you can't scoop but still burns you to a crisp. Let's get away from that thing. Get my scan on, might as well at least make some money out of this. Sweet. Where's the out? Come on, come to me. Right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Whereas actually, if I was being pro about this, I shouldn't have any pips on my weapons at all. Maximum manoeuvrability in engines. Oh god, they even look evil, these suns. Not only look evil, but are. Oh! Let's just go around the side here. What are we on? 50% fuel.
Frameshift drive charging.
What kind of sun is this? Brown dwarf. Another one I can't refuel off of. Have you got any check when I get at the other end, see if there's any stations I can refuel at. I need to check my nav, I think. Stop there for a second. I did get a record. Oh, right, this is where I have to refuel then. It's a red dwarf. Can I refuel those? I guess I can. That much for a red dwarf. This thing here is hot. Tutorial, I don't even know what that is. Where am I at then? Oh. I fail at reading maps. That's it. There's no stuff here. No stations for me to stop at. Okay. Oh well, onwards and upwards.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hope SD knows what he's doing. Or else I'm going to find myself in Panthera's situation where I'm going to have to call the fuel rats down on me.
Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Another purple bastard. And I just check that I can't. Oh, I feel terrible. It's so hard to tell what distance they are too. Definitely can't get any fuel out of this thing. And $10 that there's no bleeding.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Oh, good grief! Can't go anywhere near those damn things, can you? They're just poor spaceship. I'm gonna have to. Well, I thought you had to sort of nudge up against the exclusion zone, but I don't seem to be able to get anywhere near those blasted things with them without overheating. Certainly not close enough to actually pick anything up. Maybe I'm just being a bad. Well, almost certainly am being a bad. But is there nothing but red dwarfs between here and where we're going? Oh, no, that's one of those. No system data. These are all just horrible wastelands, these systems. Where are you taking me?
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't even know what a T-Tauri class star is. It's supposed to be some kind of poem or something. What is it? KGB foam.
Ready to engage.
I have no idea. I mean, obviously a K-class star is a K-class. T-Tauri certainly doesn't fit in that mnemonic or whatever. In fact, it looks very red and very evil to me. Looking at that little red spot there. Right, so I'm above the exclusion zone, which is where I'd normally be. Stopping. My scoop is not out. And my temperature's already going up. Yeah, it's going up really quite fast as well. I need a yellow star. I can handle refueling off those. I'm sorry to be such a pussy. But I cannot fuel off these things safely, or I don't feel that I can. This is completely out of habitable space now, isn't it? Or something gross like that. It says fuel star there. That's a red dwarf though, and this is... Oh, this is a brown dwarf. Okay, I'm definitely getting nowhere with that one. Is there a yellow one nearby? Jump to. Let's see. There's a way of select. Well, running out of fuel's fairly dangerous to me. It's like terminal. And there's definitely a way of filtering me stars. Yeah, there we go. Right, where's the yellow one that's close? You. System day. That looks like a neutron star to me. Ah. Right, at least I got some information on that one, and it's close. Wow, that place looks like absolute hell, but they are normal suns, and failing that, I can buy some there. Should look pretty cool actually, unless they're all really spread out. Let's go there.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go. K-class, that's definitely in the mnemonic thing.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah, I never thought I'd be so happy to look at a lethal glowing ball of gas before. Alright, let's get just on top of the yellow line then. There we go. So much, even if you can do it from the red dwarfs, these ones are just so much easier. It does mean that I'm probably going to be sitting here for the next half hour though, I'm afraid. Actually, 161, it's quite reasonable, it shouldn't take that long. I'm still wondering if Panther managed to get himself refueled or not though. I'm waiting for that reply in chat there. I hope he managed to sort himself out. Yeah, this won't take long. I'm already back over half. Good, good. Oh, sorry, bashed the mic there. Oh, I wonder. I'm trying to get this thing to work. Pre-camera. Left shift, left alt. 3. Well, that's moving the spaceship, not the camera. Okay, never mind. It was worth a try. Need more practice. Almost full. I need to pull up that bizarrely named place we were going to. That's the one. Oh my god, it's still bloody miles away. That's definitely.
Fuel scooping complete.
neutron star or something hideous like that, isn't it? Jumps is that about 10? Oh, it says actually, doesn't it? Say, on the thing, yeah, 10. Okay. Right, and I need to go that away. Oh, gently smoking again.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Oops, didn't need to do that. Yeah, another demonic red glowing sun. Don't like these things.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, yeah, another bloody brown dwarf. That would indicate that this bit of the galaxy is quite old. Or these are just crappy stars that never got enough mass to turn into decent ones. Well, there was one icon that said fuel star, which I guess it wasn't lying, but it was put up against a red dwarf.
Frameshift drive charging.
And a bit odd. This is a brown dwarf as well, so that's right. And because technically speaking, Jupiter is a brown dwarf. It's almost but not quite a star. I mean, it chucks out some pretty nasty radiation, but it's not actually burning. Or fusioning. I guess burning's not the correct. That's fission. Another purple bastard star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, well, this is a G class, so that's fine. The sun itself, our sun Sol, is a G class, so it should look pretty much identical.
4, 3, 2,
Whoa! There's two of them really, really close together.
view scoping.
Stop. Temperatures going up a little bit. Oh, okay. Stop. Yeah, okay. Right, if I just hang there for a little bit, let's have a look around, see if we can see that other... Oh no, okay, it's all directly below me. I will have a little spin around though. Let's see if we can see with the lay of the land. In the system map. Whoa, okay, yeah. Very, very close binary pairs. I'd like to have a look at that before I move on, once I've got my juice back up again. I can safely... barely moving, so it should be okay. The other one's hidden behind there, it's just over the shoulder. Right, so there's one up there, but I think that's the other pair, yeah. Without killing myself. It comes something. It says something about the design of the graphics. The suns up this close look absolutely bloody terrifying. He's around the other side, unfortunately. I'll have to just go over the shoulder and then take a look at it once I finish gathering the fuel. Or to get a little bit closer, somewhat faster. Oh, let's not push our luck. It's quite fast enough. Take 2 or 3 minutes to fill up now. Someone's asking a question in Discord. Back in a second. I'm back again. Oh,
Incoming message.
oh, what's going on here? Who's all us? Just engineer? I think she might be an engineer. I've clearly done enough exploring or something to get her to talk to me. No, they look pretty much as crap as they ever were, my ratings. It didn't know then.
Fuel scooping complete.
Thank you, computer. Alright, let's get away from these balls of flaming death. Now have a look at the glory of the cosmos. I don't think I've ever seen... No, stop that. Wrong button. Yeah, look at that, man. Isn't that cool? Makes you really want to go into space, doesn't it? Oh. Okie dokes. Right, where am I headed to next? It's on the other side, isn't it? Typical. Oh, actually, no, it isn't. I lie.
Frameshift drive charging.
hell start. Just get away from your nastiness. Quite a busy system. What's going on here? Many, many, many pink planets. Aren't they beautiful salmon pink planets? Waggers. You best ask Commander SD48. I'm just following where he told me to go. Something to do with Guardians. I have no idea what these things are. I'm putting my life in his hands.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Well, I hope the join chat thing is working down in the bottom right half of the screen. If it isn't, someone on YouTube is asking us where we're going. I'm still very much in the dark. Well, it's not about the bad guys being there, it's being on the edge of running out of fuel every couple of jumps. I do not have a brilliant ship, and the guy I'm following, well, his is a bit more kitted out than mine. Stop. So I have to keep on taking a little break to get the hydrogen. And I have been rather paranoid about it. Whoa! Oh dear, as you can see, I am a terrible pilot. Get me out of here! Do not want. Okay. Oh my god, I'm still really close to it. Yeah, anyway, so he's led me through this field of brown dwarfs, which I've not been able to get any fuel off of, so I've been utterly paranoid that I'm going to run out of fuel. Why can I not juice this star? I have to be in the old thing. Thank you very much, Wagwackers. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got to find something else to target, haven't I? Get away from this thing. It'll do. Where's the escape? No, 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 no.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Taking heat damage.
I'll survive. It's not that bad. See, look, it's going cooler now. Ooh. Right, and now I've managed to get away. I'm going to go straight back again and grab some hydrogen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God blimey, it doesn't take much, does it, to make you go really fast? Give me all the hydrogen goodness. Come on. Oh, it's kind of scary seeing those mass ejections over there on the left. Good job they don't work like real suns do, or else I'd be wiped out by now. Oh, come on. 64% already, and I start scooping. Oh, sun, do the thing for me. Okay.
Warning. Temperature critical.
I know when I'm beat. Fair enough, fair enough. Find some other sun to do it with. Let's get on with the thing. Yeah, there's these things called, what is it, proto-stars or something? What's... Hang on, I've got a wingmate there and a friend there. Oh no, that's you jumping about. Okay, I see. Yeah, proto-stars, they kind of look like suns, but they're not. Hang on, that's the other sun, isn't it? I've done a bad. Still not right, is it? 2 jumps to Snuffy, or whatever it's called. I've done wrong with this comms thing galaxy map. Well, the proto is Latin for first. So no, I think they're kind of suns that have only just ignited or something. They haven't joined the main sequence, I think it's called.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, me poor back's killing me. Back in a sec, I'm going to stand up and have a little wander around. Yes, that's the mnemonic that I use to remember which ones I can use. So it's K class, G class, B. Definitely not one of these buggers, because that's like a Y or a V by the looks of things. Oh, I should be good anyway, actually, I don't think.
Drive charging.
Well, they are. They're not much blooming use for what we want them for. Good for you, Panther. And this chap here looks like something I can use. This is a main sequence star. Oh. Ooh, I get fancy tune when I arrived as well. Wow, this is a big one. Let's go and have a temperature stable. Oh, not really. Should get up a little bit. Stop there. Should cool off a bit whilst we have a look at the wonders of the galaxy again. This one might be quite a nice looking one. Ah, it looks like the place I usually go and kill rats. Over planet B. Am I in the right one? I think I've got one more jump to do, haven't I? Oh no, location. Oh, okay, planet B1. Fair enough. Hang on. So there's B1 indicates that there's 2 stars. Where's the other star? Very helpful with them all called unexplored. Ancient ruins, I take as well we're meant to be going. I didn't mean to have you targeted, honest. No, we're in a private group at the moment. Though we're probably going to be ending soon. I've got to get something to eat, and I think SD48 said he was going to as well. So what, I head for one of the ancient ruins? What do I get a fine for? Jesus. Oh, was that you bonking into me earlier? I don't... Back, this is wrong. Over there, down there, that one. You. What's that? Oh right, it's just the shadow. That's a brown dwarf, isn't it? It's pretty mashed at whatever planet was going around it though. That ring system is pretty extensive. It says ancient ruins. Looks like a moon. That's no moon. Are you coming back online today? I don't know. I'm probably going to join some friends playing FDB in a bit. I've been online since, wow, this morning. So. Right, so actually you have to land on the moon. Why isn't there an orbit line for that other body? Oh, there it is. It's getting below me. I always like to have negative G's when I'm landing. That moon looks a bit mashed up too. It's got a big chunk out of it, one of its sides. Thank you very much, chat. Much appreciated. Oh, that's coming in a bit hot. Let's do a bit more atmospheric.
Orbital flight engaged.
You're very lucky actually, SD, because only the other day I flogged off my SRV because I didn't think I'd be needing it. Okay. But then I realised it didn't actually make any difference because you couldn't put anything in the planetary suites hole anyway. So I just bought another one and put it back in. Oh my god, I'm going to have to do a manual landing, aren't I? I'm sure I can do this. Oh, I hope I can. I probably need to slow down a bit. Now, if memory serves me, I've got to lower down until I see a disc under my ship. Just is there an exclusion exclusion zone over the ruins, or can I just sort of land on top of them? I don't really want to drive 10 kilometers just to... Oh, that looks a bit hot. All kinds of freaky noises. Whoa! Cool. That looked a bit fast. I didn't do the thing, did I, with the do-do-do-be, the feet. There we go. That landed?
Landing gear deployed.
It says unsuitable terrain. Okay, let's go and find suitable terrain then. Alignment okay? Whoa, 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 Christ! Okay, what's this? It's the big farty noises. I have, Are you having difficulty landing as well? Right, how do I get in the buggy? You know, I'm going to have to go and spend half an hour looking at my controls now, because I don't have any. I've never SRV'd in my life. That's clearly incorrect. That doesn't do anything useful. 3. Is this SRV? Here we go. I don't know. I've got a buggy thing. It's not showing up. I've got a buggy. No, okay, that wasn't it. Sorry. Modules. Power plant, no. Chaff launchers, weight scanners. It all looks rather combat-like. I don't know if I've got the other stuff. I brought you halfway across the galaxy and you didn't even have a bloody buggy. That's nothing useful there. I can't get in yours, can I? Either that doesn't. It doesn't work like that. The worst ever exploration ever. I certainly can't. It's playing all sorts of spooky musics at me now. I could remember how to bookmark things. Where's it? Oh. galaxy map, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I've got the planetary suite, but I guess that's not enough. I have to have some extra bits and pieces to actually drive around. Okay, well, you wanted to knock off. I need to have a break. My back's killing me because I've been hunched over, quite sort of, not stressed out, but things. I will come back and have a look there. I'll definitely put it in the next stream. Thanks everyone for watching, and thank you SD48 for taking me around. It's been good fun. I've enjoyed it. That moon over there is really close. It's too close. So anyway, thanks and good night, peeps. You can also see them on the YouTubes as well. I co-stream to both, so if you prefer to see things on there. Anyway, good night and fly safe.